Welcome back to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Lolo here for another late night Stoop edition. So I want to say big up to all the Stoop crew that I see who's calling in from the UK already. That's 3 a.m. over there for you guys. Part of the All crew, the All Vampires Are We. Jimmy, Bremer's Ghost, was first in the house, and the first comment was Ava. So love seeing our Stoop vampire crew out there. Bob Retrovolt in the house as well. And everybody else to all the other Stoop crew. Bobby Guru, Bobby Goro Majima. Whoa. Riddy Sarkar as well. Good to see you. And I just got to say, we had some early conversations going on that I was just getting a kick out of. Bob Retrovolt is one of our fans here, and he's out in California. And he runs Retrovolt Arcade. And he's always posting about new games that he has. So Bob's member of the Stoop crew, another member of the Stoop crew, Jimmy, Bremer's Ghost right here, said, Bob's new game, Whack-a-Scum Mole. And me and John and Mark were talking about that backstage before we went on, and I was like, hold on a second. And I got this moment of inspiration. So Jimmy and Bob, this is for you. I hope you like it. I made it in like 10 minutes. We've got Whack-a-Scum. If you see there, you can hit all your favorite or not favorite Manchester United players. This is coming to Bob's Retrovolt Arcade out in California. So I hope you guys like it. And pre-orders are going on now. And Jimmy and On the Stoop get a cut of that, Bob, just to let you know. Just to let you know. BX Gunner, good to see you as well. Mr. Tom, nice to see you as well. Don't forget, before I bring in everybody for the show, hit that subscribe button, the like button, the share, like. Do the holy trinity of YouTube. Blasphemy, you. So yeah, let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about transfer hostages and why teams do what they do in the transfer market. So let me bring in my lovely co-host. You know him, you love him, the Wolves fan. Let's hear from Mark.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Where was Ronaldo in the Whack-a-Scum? Because that's the one I want.
Yes,
that's the one I want. And I guess maybe he just had like it was too much of a wage or too much of a licensing agreement. Maybe the Lingard and Van de Beek, since they don't play, they're licensed very cheaply.
No, the thing about Ronaldo's on the Whack-a-Mole is he refused to do it because he refused to go into the hole. Like, he would do it if he was up on the pitch the entire time. But if he tries, if you make him go down, and so you just whack him, and he's like,
and he just kind of weaves.
He starts crying. He just starts crying. And then a butterfly lands on his face. Anyway, transfer market. Yeah, we're talking transfer market. I woke up today to hear that Ruben Neves was coming to Arsenal. It's like, how does everybody pick up on the same thing, and everybody's early morning talk is about the same thing, and then by noon you find out, like, what? Nobody was talking about that. Like, that's not really happening.
That's like, it's like two guys sitting on the train. Wouldn't it be great if Arsenal got Ruben Neves, and some sports guy who's like on the other end is like,
word on the street is Ruben
Neves is going to Arsenal for like $5 million.
Oh, and Mr. Tom, yes, Whack-a-Scum is going to come in all your favorite flavors. There's going to be, I'm going to use all the Whack-a-Bin Dipper.
A Whack-a-Bin Dipper, I love it.
All the fun ones. And Riddy says, Lolo, we've been linked to PS Eindhoven. And before I read the rest of that, Riddy, we've been linked with everybody. There's a kid over here that was outside earlier today, and he did like... He was doing some dribbling like that. I heard Arsenal gave him a call. We're calling everybody. It's just nobody's picking up the phone when
My
Arsenal
sex
calls.
robot is linked to Arsenal. It's gonna be a striker.
No way, man. That's like not Declan, right? That's like Mark Noble back there. He's a lifer. He's going to stay on the team the whole time. But remember, this is a shorter show, so we got to get our special guest on here before you and I just nonsense this show into the outro.
Oblivion.
But let's bring on our special guest calling in from St. Louis. Brawley Darbin, everybody. West Ham fan in the house. And guys, we are not talking about Leeds in West Ham for once, for our Leeds United fans.
And I don't know how special you can call me anymore with the amount of times I've been on the show, but I did want to
always be special.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I did want to appeal to the Leeds fans watching, so I threw on my Rams jersey, so at least the colors are right for you guys.
Yeah, the colors. But isn't that that's a Kroenke team, right?
It is. Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
So you're supporting.
So yeah, I don't support an owner. You don't support an owner, do you? In Arsenal, right?
No, I don't. Yep. But I know a lot of Leeds fans are now 49ers fans because the better they do, the more money they're going to invest.
That's right.
In them. So
one might think, but yeah, a lot of that's going to go into pockets and to shareholders.
Oh, and look, Mr. Tom says it would be nice if we talked about it once right now, now that they won that one. But guys, so we're talking about transfers, and to me, instead of trying to figure out what the show was going to be about today, and instead of like going on all these rumors and things like that, I was thinking about this odd thing where we talk about Manchester United like a Pokemon club, where they just, oh, that guy's good, we're going to get him. We're going to get him. Like Arsenal's linked with everybody. Manchester United actually goes out and buys everybody. And that's part of the problem. And that's what leads to two quality players. I mean, Donny Van de Beek was amazing at Ajax. And even when Jesse Lingard went over to your club, West Ham, he lit it up. And I swear to God, you can go back into the catalog, our archives, and I said, somebody was like, is Jesse Lingard going to stay with West Ham? And I said, no. Man United's going to bring him back, and he's not going to play. They're not going to loan him out. They're not going to give him to anybody. Because they saw how good he was, and they're like, no. West Ham's our direct competitor now. So what do you guys think about teams buying players or not letting players leave but still not playing them? That's our whole conversation today. Now I'm going to shut up.
Do you want me to go? Can I talk now? Is that all right?
Sure, yeah.
Well,
please.
Especially the Jesse Lingard situation is a very strange one. You know, obviously that's the one that I'm most familiar with. Van de Beek, I don't know nearly as much about, but Lingard is an odd situation. I think United were prepared to let him go, and we were prepared to meet their asking price in the summer. And then Ronaldo came, and he wanted to play with Ronaldo, and Ollie said, "You got a special place here; you can stay." So he said, "Okay." Well, now that we indeed are competing again for that Champions League, Europa League place with them. He wants to come, according to the papers. I don't know. It depends on what you believe. But now, according to all the rumor mill sources, Lingard wants to come, and they will not sell or loan him to us because it is a direct rival. I think, obviously, it's their prerogative. They don't need the money, so they could give a shit whether Jesse Lingard's happy or not because he's not playing anyway. So, right or wrong, obviously, I think it's wrong because we're getting screwed in the situation. But it's ultimately the club's prerogative, and he's going to go on for free in 6 months, unfortunately, and hopefully that's to West Ham, but it might not be. It sucks. The Chelseas of the world who buy up everyone and then just loan infinite amount of players out and basically cash in for commodities that wouldn't be worth anything on anyone else's club. But since they played for Chelsea, they made 8 appearances for Chelsea. They can sell them for 30, 40 million. It's these big clubs, and when you're rich enough, you can do whatever the hell you want. It sucks. But that's the non-salary cap world of the Premier League in Europe that that's reality,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I hate to tell you, Brawley, that's the way of the world.
Yeah,
as well.
Everywhere outside of the United States.
For me, what it just becomes such a detriment to the player.
Oh yeah.
And not only the development of their career, but also just like their, I don't know, the opportunity to create a legacy for themselves. Jesse Lingard, is losing out on a chance to play for England.
Yeah.
And Van der Beek, I'm not sure which nation he would.
He's Dutch, right?
But he's Dutch.
Yeah.
Holland. It's like he won't get a look, because he doesn't get enough playing time. And these players want to go, and I can understand United not wanting to send him over to West Ham, because that is now a rival. It's like, well, we'll bring him back. We'll watch West Ham fall, and they didn't, but we're not going to give you back to him. We're not going to give him back to you. But he's linked to Newcastle, and it's like a ridiculous amount of money for 6 months. They want him. Mm-hmm. They want Newcastle to pay his salary, and
I think they want
something like they want $5 million on top. And then if Newcastle escapes relegation, they want another 12.
Yeah,
that's
they know they can extort
million
them.
For a loan.
And Newcastle ridiculous. Would do it. The thing is, Newcastle would do it, and Lingard's the one turning him down because he doesn't want to be playing on that end of the table.
Well, actually, I thought it was Lingard's. Like he just wants to go out. He doesn't care.
That's not what I read, but that's not what I read. But that could be the case. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But so beyond that, like the specifics of does the player want to go or not, that doesn't seem to fully matter to Manchester United. But what they're doing right now seems like such a dick move. They're saying both of these players can go if they want.
Thank you.
Bless you there. Both these players, they can go if they want, but on loan. They have to come back in the summer. They're back on the team. Bless you, Father. And so that makes them even less attractive. So I think for my club, if United were to say in the winter transfer window, Jesse Lingard and Donny Van de Beek are up for sale, then even us would be like, oh, really? Okay, well, maybe not that they would sell to us, but then you start looking at them. But so right now, the only teams that are going to pick them up, if it's for a 6-month loan guaranteed to be ending, no chance to keep it going, why would any other club besides a club that's trying to battle for relegation, battle themselves out of relegation, like a Newcastle? Why would any other club want to pick up a 6-month and then you have to give them back? You lose all your momentum that you're building.
Well, that's what happened
so
with Lingard.
That just seems like a dick move. Yeah, it seems like a dick move. But they're going, see, we're trying. We're not the bad guys. We're letting them go.
Yeah, they won't even loan him to us now. And again, it all comes down to the fact that he's out of contract in 6 months, so they won't even own him then. But
right.
Yeah, it's just a crazy.
Yeah, would you pay? What would that be? $15 million for a six months loan?
No way. West Ham would. Newcastle would. West Ham would.
Newcastle can.
It wasn't it like a $10 million on top if they don't get relegated?
It's 12 million is what I read. I read 12 million.
If they don't get relegated, so what a fucking.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's hilarious.
Well, that's the thing. This is gonna be the new trend with teams dealing with Newcastle's. They know they can extort you for the fullest amount, so they're gonna do it. And Newcastle, I think, are fine with it. They got an endless. They literally have an endless amount of cash. So if you know it and you can exploit it, then in no world is Chris Wood really worth £20 million. But this is a perfect case of taking a player away from one of your rivals and hoping maybe he gets you one or two, but that alone could sink them. So
Yep.
I think it does. I was so surprised by that.
And then Donny Van de Beek is now linked with a loan to Crystal Palace, and that I just read something that it is not not happening. Like, it's still kind of, there's still talks going on. Everybody seems up for it.
Surely he's better than Crystal Palace.
I think Van de Beek's like anywhere.
I think that is an amazing loan to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it would be for them.
But does he start over Conor Gallagher?
No, I mean, you have Conor Gallagher.
Does he play alongside Conor Gallagher?
Yeah, I mean, those would be your three.
Isn't he a midfielder? Right
yeah,
I think Van de Beek's a midfielder.
And you I don't know.
But what I love is the fact that you hear that Ragnick's saying, well, we really want you here. We really, really want you here.
I'm not going to be here in 6 months,
Ragnick,
but we really want you here.
Yeah, exactly. And even the case with Lingard, Ragnick said, you have my blessing. Please go. And the board said, wait a minute. What did you say?
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere, son.
The Macronomical right there has the point that I was just about to make, which is there's also that getting to play and be coached by Patrick Vieira, who you may not think of him much as a coach, but to be in practice with a legend like that, somebody who did it so well, that's pulling power as well, where he can go, okay, I'm only going for 6 months, but this is basically a 6 month intensive with Patrick fucking Vieira and a team that I'll actually get some playing time with versus sitting here and getting a 6 month intensive on how to be a rich footballer. Like that's all that lot knows how to do. It's just
like
be
Gerrard with Villa.
Spoiled.
I mean, that's what Coutinho.
Exactly.
It's a Coutinho.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's why they'll get Luis Suarez. Just watch.
That would be crazy.
Next season, Luis Suarez back biting it out in the Premier League.
Got to get a bet in on that, or nice and early before the price goes down.
Oh man, yeah. It could totally happen. Oh yeah, and he's Bergkamp's son-in-law. I keep forgetting that. That's crazy. That's nuts. Yeah. So, Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal's transfers are not coming through the way that I had hoped. I am hoping that that the higher-ups know more than I do and are being more proactive in the market than I am because I'm a fucking fan. But now it seems like if there needs to be a shit ton of action in the next few days.
Well, Arteta came to the U.S. and had a sit down with Kroenke, right? He's the owner. I don't fucking know.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Arteta flew over to the States during the break and had a conversation. What do you think they talked about? You think they talked about a contract for him, or do you think they talked about, hey, man, you got to pull some strings and get us some players? No
fucking clue.
You don't know? No fucking clue.
I hope what he said was, hey,
sign some players.
Good job winning some games, but you're not winning enough, I hear, because I don't watch the sport. That what do you do again? Who are you again? Like, I doubt Kroenke even knows who the fuck he is.
He spent all his money on Jalen Ramsey and Von Miller and all these expensive players for the Rams.
He's probably I heard you lost some games. Your defense didn't do so well. We're gonna get you a new cornerback.
I actually would just love it
get your 6'7" fella.
If they just had like cosmopolitans and got pedicures together and they're just hanging out, let's go see the sights.
That's
yeah,
Odell Beckham.
And
yeah.
Odell Beckham.
I hear Odell Beckham Jr. is. We could teach him to kick a ball. I'm sure he could. Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry. This is just I don't necessarily want to get into Arsenal transfers because I feel like there's nothing for me to talk about until some action.
I don't think any one of our clubs have signed a single player, have they? Or did Wolves sign a Portuguese guy?
Yeah, we signed Yeah, we signed somebody, and I can't think of his name right now. Shit. It's like Coratino or one of the Tinos. I don't know.
I know the
Cortino.
Portuguese guy, basically.
Yeah, it's but they pulled some people off from loan. That Totti Gomez kid from Grasshopper. They brought him in, and they decided it was like, well, we were going to send you back when Seiss came back from Morocco, but
that boy actually good.
You good. You're going to stay. So that's just one less thing that we get to spend. They decided that they want to buy Hee-chan, and that's
he's
only
a good player.
That's only like 14 mil. So
I've been impressed.
He needs some work. He needs some work, but he could be very good.
What he needs to do is he just needs to get used to the physicality of the league. I did not personally see the fire at Wolves Stadium. It will not be ready for the next home game. I guess it is indefinite. How long that area will be shut down. From what I've read, it happened at the concession stand. So somebody just left the meat pie in the fryer just a little too long, I guess. I don't know.
See, that's why y'all got to get the fried butter on a stick.
Hey man, that's Minnesota. That's Minnesota State fair food, man. That's like fried butter on a stick is a thing. It's true.
So let me go. I think John actually had a moment of brilliance popping up Aubameyang there, because this can lead to the next. Stay kind of on topic, but right now, I don't know if you guys know much about the situation. Mark, I know you do, but the whole Aubameyang situation. If we don't sell him right now in the window, like if we don't just get rid of him and get any sort of money for him, then we're going to be doing exactly this, because I don't see him playing. With the way things have been going, I don't see him playing for us. So then it becomes, as Marcus said, and I keep saying it's not, but it becomes the Ozil situation of then fucking let him go. Let him go now. Use him in a trade, something like that, where maybe we can get somebody who fits better with us if we can give them Aubameyang.
The only way I see that happening is if he gets rid of his salary. It's a money thing. That contract is fat, and I don't think
then
anybody
pay
wants
half
to
of
take
it.
on.
Just don't leave him on the bench. Then pay half of it. Say we'll pay half of it, because we'd be paying it anyway. But he's not going to play unless they have plans to bring him back in.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. With all the kind of conflict in the locker room that Arsenal has experienced over the last 18 months, I could easily see Arteta being like, you fucked with the wrong guy there, mister, and I'm going to punish you by sitting you and not playing you. We have a team that can win without you. We've proven that. And now we're just going to let you will pay for your sins. And they're just going to let him rot.
That's absolutely nonsense. And Ray over here at Arsenal Fan Circle channel, if you guys don't know him, go subscribe to the channel right now. But he says, watch Alba score goals for the next club.
He will.
Alba will score goals.
Yeah, he will.
Sure.
He is a goal scorer. And I still believe he's going through a funk, but the funk is clearly mental. And it has to do with something in the club. And if it's just his relationship with Arteta, then maybe that's it. And maybe
I would kill for him at West Ham.
You know how many teams?
As long as he stayed interested, the minute he lost interest, he would fuck off. That's what he's proven in the last season and a half since he signed that contract.
Now, I don't know. I don't see him
Has his production fallen off since he signed?
To say he's fucking off means it's a bit more intentional.
He went to Dubai and broke protocol before he was supposed to join his national team. He did the same. He did. Yeah. He loses the captaincy. He's pissed. He's going to act out. He was acting out before he lost the captaincy. You know, he went to Spain, showed on Instagram getting a tattoo. He's supposed to be with his sick mother, and then arrives back late, gets punished. Last season, I was stuck in traffic, missed the team meeting. Way to go, Captain. We talked about that last year.
Yeah,
there is something going on that he's not interested.
Yeah, well,
you know,
I don't know.
He's put a big price tag on him, and now what?
To me, I still think he could turn it around, but clearly, and I hope he does as a person. It sucks that this is happening, and if what you're saying is true, and if that is what's happening, and he is personally saying, like, just not putting in the effort, and it's not just him. Maybe he's just not a late person. Maybe he's just not maybe he doesn't think about things that way. And he's like, oh shit, I've never gotten in trouble for this before. And now he's in trouble, and now he's mad, and now this and that and this and that. But I mean, any footballer knows if you want to turn around
25 goals. You know?
If you want to turn things around, do it on the pitch. People let you be the biggest asshole you want to be if you're fucking producing. It sucks, but it's true. So,
unfortunately, I think that ship has sailed, and I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to show interest again.
Not at Arsenal.
So then do everything in your power to get him out, open up a spot, recoup a little bit of cash, but get rid of him now. Otherwise, Arsenal are as bad as, I can't say that. That hurts. I almost said something that I don't.
Yeah, little throw up in the back of your
throat. We're almost scum. And I think there is something to that. I mean, clearly there's been enough shit in the Arsenal dressing room and the Arsenal overall mentality out there that shows me there's a personality thing going on in the dressing room. And there's a reason you get all young kids and they all love him and they're all like, oh, he's great. They listen to you in a way that older players don't. So I don't know. I hate to say, like, oh, do I side with the Aubameyang on this? No, because I think no matter what, your coach is your coach, your manager is your manager, and if you want to play, you're a professional footballer, you should be out on the pitch. You kind of got to do what your manager says.
Yeah.
Even the god Ronaldo was put on the bench by some guy whose last name he cannot pronounce.
That's because he's too busy trilling the R's.
He's like, I've never heard of you. Oh man, I'm not sure if that's offensive or not, Mark. My Portuguese isn't good enough.
There's no trill in the Portuguese language.
Obrigado. No, I don't know. No, I'm saying I think we should make it more offensive. Is what I'm saying. Right. It's not offensive enough.
It is Ronaldo after all.
So yeah. Anyway, but I would love Ruben Neves. So go ahead and send him over.
Good luck with that.
Good, exactly. He's ours, fucker.
Well, we are running out of time, guys, and it was just a lot of rambling, and I hope you guys got to talk enough. But before we go, we have to thank our Stoop crew and all the commenters who have been commenting, and we do have to thank our mystery sponsor, because we are so popular these days that we have so many sponsors. There's even sponsors I don't know about. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at our mystery sponsor of the day. On the Stoop mystery sponsor. Hold on, Lolo, it gets weird from here. From the makers of Bacon Toothpaste comes the latest breakthrough in first aid technology. A must for every first aid kit and lunchbox. Bacon bandages. Recommended by 9 out of 10 emergency room doctors and lunch ladies. Munch them while waiting to be sutured. It's kosher friendly. No, it's not. How can that be kosher friendly? Order now. Our urgent care operators are standing by. So thank you, Bacon Bandages. Don't forget, go to baconbandages.com and put in the promo code on the Stoop Lolo, and they will not have a clue what you're talking about. But thank you guys. Thank you, Brawley, for calling in. We're not going to call you a special guest anymore. We'll say, and now our Wednesday guest, our normal Wednesday guest,
our esteemed panelist,
our Wednesday panel, as usual, Brawley Darbin.
Well, thanks for having me.
He'll be our Paul Lind in the middle from Hollywood Squares.
Oh, from Hollywood Squares. I was like, I don't get it. Yes. We should play Hollywood Squares one day.
That actually would be pretty fun. Either that or like a match game.
Match game. All right, guys. But thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the Stoop Vampire crew, Ava, who's over in the UK watching this at 3 o'clock in the morning. But to the rest of us, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace out, y'all. Peace. Thank you, John.